Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Mad County.
Welcome to Mad County.
Yeah.
County.
I'm with Dark
Welcome to
King.
Mad County.
Talking to
What's
my boy
up? What's up? You already
What up,
know.
man?
Oh, you already know. I'm just chilling, getting ready and shit.
So, Dark King, you performed at the Love You to Death show in Godfrey, Illinois.
Yes, sir. Little middle of nowhere, for real.
That shit was pretty dope, man. I think the show was pretty high.
It was a. Oh no, I definitely thought it was a banger. It definitely went live for sure. Like the crowd was definitely working with it for sure.
Yeah, it was a dope ass crowd. It was a dope ass show. Let me pull up these questions I got for you. I got some interview questions that we printed out on my
Oh,
telephone.
you already know. I'm all for questions. All for questions.
All right. So these questions are specifically about the show. This entire interview specifically
Okay.
about the show. So here's a good one. What would you say to someone to expect that's never been to or seen a Dead Side production?
Man, I'll tell everybody just to expect the unknown for sure. I mean, I've definitely seen some crazy things I ain't seen in all 20 years of my life so far. So I mean, honestly, I tell people to like expect the unexpected because Crenshaw shows are phenomenal, and they just like shit happens and you don't even expect it to happen.
Yeah. You got to work on the fly sometimes, man. Sometimes that shit works out better than you thought, though. For real.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like, man, everybody be wild though. It'd be a lit time. Be a lit time at a Crenshaw show every time.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good. Hell yeah. Shout out to our moderator, J Devil, making sure all this shit's working for us. And we ain't up here just
Hell
moving our mouths with no sound.
yeah. Oh.
Hell yeah. Cool. That's what's up. So your performance was pretty dope, man. Like I caught it all on the camera. You're gonna see the video eventually, but that shit looks dope, man.
Hey man, I try to put on a show everywhere and anywhere. Kind of just like I've been told by everybody we walking business people. So like we just gotta sell everything ourselves all the time, 24/7. So I'm just trying to put out there, get somebody can like remember, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just another person out there.
Yo, I feel that, man. So
Yes, sir.
so the audience there, how did the audience oh shit, where's the question?
I liked his vibe when he was on there.
Yeah. No, everybody in the crowd seemed to be like really digging your shit, bro. And I know a few artists that do like the same type of music that you do. And they really dig your shit too. I showed them your shit.
We're gonna interview each other.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
we will.
No, that would be dope for sure. Yeah. I mean like, man, I'm only 20, so I'd just be like I'd be trying to do different things all the time.
The show Love You to Death was the first time I've seen Dark King. And
Yeah, no, that was the first time that we seen you or heard your shit. And bro, that shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Much love for real. It's mad respect. And it's like part of the reason why I be doing all of this. Without you guys, I would not be doing
You moved my computer,
shit.
J Devil. Now it's hard for me to see it. And I'm not on the screen. So how did it feel? How was that? What was the energy you was feeling at the Love You to Death show when you was performing? Was you hype?
Man,
Was you in
I
the
felt
zone?
all love. You already know. I felt all love. Like I went up there and just kind of killed it. Like felt like everybody was interacting with it pretty well. I mean, I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable like messing with anybody either. I felt like everybody was a vibe there. And that's what I'm saying. Every time at a Crenshaw show, I feel like everybody's just a vibe. There really is no hate going on. It's just like everybody like showing support for everybody.
So what'd you think of Crenshaw's performance? That's pretty wild, huh?
Man, Crenshaw, he always does something different. Like for real, I told him like the first time I ever saw him was like, dude, your performance was freaking live. Like it's phenomenal. I've never seen anything like that. It's like a story. It's kind of like a story getting told on stage, and it's like fire to see it all play out. I love watching him every time.
The only one that took a chair.
We need to get you a mic over there too. We should have set this up so you had a mic too, J Devil.
Oh, okay.
So what was your favorite part of the entire night? What was the highlight for you? Like,
Man, ooh, honestly, probably like my favorite part of the night, like, and it's just on some like soft shit. I just like connecting with everybody. Honestly, like being there with everybody, like just getting a vibe for real, for real. All of those are like people that I fuck with so it's just like kind of like a kickback almost when we see each other, and everything is just like a party. It's just a whole big ass party. Like the whole night was a vibe. I can't pick out one specific moment of it that I liked more than like the rest of it because it all was just fire.
no, I feel like that's I like that answer there because I feel that answer. It wasn't just one thing. It was just like just being able to network with like-minded people that are interested in doing the same shit and coming together to do
Yeah,
something cool like that. That's a good answer, man.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody just like it's a crazy amount of support everybody shows each other. I'm from Springfield, like it's it's like that, just not like that down here. So it's always crazy to see that.
All right, so there's not really a lot of horrorcore shows going on, but I pretty much know everybody in this area that does put on horrorcore shows. And Crenshaw, he just started like probably a year or two, couple years ago. It was a few years ago he started doing shows, and I don't know, it's pretty dope, man. I like what he does. I like all the different artists and shit. Uh,
No one else is doing it like that. For real.
how does the horrorcore scene influence your overall style in music?
um that's a crazy question. I get asked that a lot. So I don't like I wasn't real big into horrorcore music. I didn't like not I just didn't know much about it until like maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. When I started rolling around with Risk from Titan, and he started getting me into it. And I mean, honestly, like since then, I feel like it kind of just brought out like like an unfiltered side to me almost, because I be doing like a lot of like screamo music, heavy metal, like all kinds of different stuff. So it's just like I feel like that brought like an unfiltered side of me to it, because all the fans are just like
I could scream too. It's fun doing that.
Oh, you cut out for a
don't know what
second.
happened.
You're back though. So what do you think? Oh shit, that's the wrong question. Damn, these questions are so small, bro. I can barely read this shit.
Now scroll up.
No, I don't know how to scroll over. I need to zoom out. I can't see now. I can't read half the questions. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
My bad. I don't know what is going on. My internet just started going crazy.
Nah, it's cool. It's been going crazy too around here. That storm came through last night. It wasn't too bad right here
Yeah, I was
though.
gonna say that blacked out the power down in Springfield.
That storm was crazy out of nowhere for no reason.
Yeah. All right, there's the question I
Yeah,
was
it
looking
was.
for. Damn. So, what do you think makes an event like "I Love You to Death" special compared to other hip hop shows?
I feel like a show like Love You to Death, everybody there just like had a sense of pride. It felt like everybody there had a sense of just like connecting with each other. Where I feel like at most hip hop shows you don't really find, because like normally it's just let's party, let's like rage, let's like do all kinds of shit. But like at a show like that, everybody can connect. Like it's just like a really big like everybody can connect for real, for real.
Yeah, I can do something without being judged, and being
Yeah.
around the same type of niche of people that enjoy the same kind of music.
Yeah, for real. Everybody enjoys it. Everybody enjoys each other's sets too. So, what were some other performances that stood out to you?
Man, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really liked when y'all went up and hit that. That was pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, you guys and your whole little group went up there. I enjoy your guys' music a lot. Like that is definitely a vibe. The boy Big Relic, of course, you already know he went up there and devastated it.
Oh, yeah, that
Uh,
dude's got a lot of
Chris,
energy.
oh yeah, Relic is the shit. I be telling everybody, man. And I mean, Risk also killed it up there. Got me up there for the Relic dance, which was pretty fire.
I'm about to say, I think you have a
Yo,
Dope
song.
French. Hmm.
Did you have a song with him?
Yeah, the Relic dance. And so we performed that on his set. It's pretty fire.
Yeah, I thought it was nice.
Yeah, I mean like, and that's what I just keep like going back to. I mean, everybody there had a killer set. Everybody there just had a killer set. Everybody makes another like Love You to Dead Side like show just like so good that they are, because like everybody there is kind of just dope.
That's what we are. We really couldn't do it without each other too, and the type of music community that we have. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
We have a rare community that a lot of places don't have.
yeah. Everybody's always like going for each other, like supporting each other. Like most other communities, it's always like
what?
fighting
Nate,
and like
I'm
backstabbing.
got interviews. I'm at an interview right now,
Hmm.
but I can do it in between. My bad. It's a busy day at the studio today.
Yeah, today's been crazy. We have a show in here. Your interview. Yeah, he's going to host something. What it is? Well, Mississippi Sound House. We're growing. Ain't that right, Mike?
Oh yeah.
Mm, y'all got packed.
Yeah, we go out of state to do videos. We do a bunch of stuff.
Okay, okay,
Um,
hell yeah. Hey, I'm
eventually,
gonna have to get y'all.
yeah, absolutely. Shoot, if you ever need a video, you need studio time, anything, man, we do it all. Mississippi Sound House is what we do.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna link in, tap in, and everything like that for sure.
Heck yeah. Man, that's funny. There's an ice cream man at the stop sign out the window there. Man, it's that time of the year. What's Well, going back to the show though, I kind of like what they said on the Country Rap Shit podcast, how niches can seem like they're coming together, and it seems like, and I really like that a lot because we can all enjoy music together, and create things that have never been heard before.
Yeah.
Dark King, can you imagine you doing a song with like Luke
Yeah,
Bryan? People wouldn't have thought about that, but like something crazy like that can happen nowadays. You never know.
Yeah, for real. Anything is always like in the possibility for real. I mean, like I hit up a dope ass artist the other day, hit him up, didn't expect him to say anything back. He would instantly messaged me back and was like, "Yo, let's do something." And I was like,
Is it is it like a
"Yes."
hush hush
That's
thing
why I
for
was
now,
like,
or did
anything
you
can happen.
do you want to tell the people who it is, or do you want to keep it a secret?
Sh- uh, his name is Dominus Drax. He's from Texas. I don't know if anybody's heard from him.
He's
Nah, he's
cutting it.
pretty fire. He just got a song on Trash with the whole Trash label and everything like that. So yeah.
Right on. That's awesome. Can't wait to hear that banger.
Oh yeah, it's coming out on my EP, which is dropping this Easter also called Medieval Rocker. Be sure to check it out. A lot of dope coming on that. A lot of dope.
Heck yeah, medieval rocker.
You already know. You already know.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm showing you. Medieval rocker.
So what'd you think about the stage setup and the venue and everything?
That was fire. Like I like it definitely was. It definitely was like thrown together, but at the same time, it was like a. It gave it like a house party vibe, almost kind of feel to it. It was just kind of like a yo, we doing shit, we doing shit. It was it was crazy though for sure. It was crazy though. I mean, like I haven't done anything like that inside of a venue like that before. That was my first time performing in a venue like that for sure. So I walked like when we first rolled up, I was like, "Oh, what is this place? I ain't never been here before. We're performing here," and then, like it turned out to be pretty lit.
Oh yeah, that was my first time performing at KC Hall too. Actually, that was my first time ever being at that one in Godfrey.
Man, man, it was definitely a time. It was a vibe for sure. Always go back if Crenshaw asks me to for
So you came all the way
sure.
from Springfield, Missouri, to perform, right?
Yes, sir, I did.
So did you get a network or connect with any artists that you haven't worked with before on when you did this show?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I did. I
Besides,
definitely feel like I did. I mean, I was gonna say like y'all. I definitely connected with y'all. I definitely connected with Crenshaw a bit more too. I mean, I just sent him over a track, so we got something in the works. Be on the lookout for that too. That'll be pretty fire. So I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff kind of happens just from like talking, and that's what I just be doing, just talking to people.
Networking, man. That's the biggest thing that people got to do. That's how you grow.
Yes, sir. Definitely helps. Like I don't know, just know each other more for real, for real. Cause here's like my thing is like I don't want to do like music with anybody if I can't get a vibe with you. If I can't connect with you like on a level, then I'm not trying to do music with you. Cause I feel like we're gonna clash on a song.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to do that. You
so
know, you just want
you
to have
never
good
really
vibes.
met Crenshaw before that, huh? That was your first time meeting him in the Dead Side crew.
Well, no, I've met Crenshaw before. I've met Crenshaw before. I met Crenshaw at last year's flow. I I think the float might have been the first time I seen him if I hadn't popped out to like a random St. Louis show that he put on. But I think the float was the first time I seen him, but we never was able to like lock in any music or anything like that.
Yeah, was that the first time you saw him perform?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was the float. No, no. I saw him the first time with Pops in St. Louis when he performed there, and he had the whole like background characters and the scene going on and everything like that.
Yeah, it is crazy. His stage performance is crazy. It's like it damn near feels like seeing a real life horror movie. like on stage.
He's lost connection.
Yeah, he's going in and out. He'll be back though. This is the first time that we've went live with somebody like this. I like it. I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. StreamYard.
He's pretty far away. He's all the way in Springfield, Missouri. So he's got a bad connection right now. We did have a storm come through here too, so there's probably a lot of lines down or something. I don't know.
Speaking of Springfield, Missouri, I actually stayed a weekend there once. It was actually really cool. I stayed at the what was that Bass Pro Shop lodge right across the street. Yeah.
You stayed at the Bass Pro Shop? Like you just climbed
The
in
lodge.
a tent?
No, in the fish tank.
Oh, okay. With the 300-pound catfish.
The big bass. They made good cuddle buddies.
These questions suck, J Devil.
I'll blame the internet.
So he didn't really even know what horrorcore was, kind of like you. He probably didn't even know he was doing it. He was doing the damn thing.
Well, the ones that don't even know and they're naturally doing it, obviously it's natural to them, so they're born to do it.
But honestly, a lot of artists nowadays, they're not just one genre. They're just, they just do whatever feels right. Yeah, they're just artists. They just do whatever feels right.
Each emotion you feel could be a different genre of music that you make.
If you've listened to a lot of his performance, it's not like it's a lot of different little styles in there. But it's it's still all dark shit because he's the Dark King.
It is.
That's why he keeps going. His screen keeps going black. That's how. Time. Right, we're good.
Okay.
We're pretty much done anyway.
He just came back for a split second.
He did. He's trying to come back. He's back.
I like the get up. It's like the horrorcore Captain Jack Sparrow.
Dark King got that swag, that horrorcore Jack Sparrow. That shit's dope.
Yes, sir. That's dope.
Yo, we got sound.
You there, Dark King?
He's in the darkness.
In the dark.
Who was we getting ready to go live with? We're supposed to go live at 3. We're running a little bit behind, but it's okay. That's okay. Dark King was at 2, supposed to be at 2. 3 is Big Relic. So we're getting ready to go live with Relic.
Yeah, we're about to go live with your homeboy, Dark King. We can actually invite him while he's still on too, if you wanted to do it. But we want to do separate interviews.
Yeah, well, because I'm gonna have to cut these out and put them edit them into the video. We're doing this for documentation, for a documentary on the I Love You to Death show.
That was a very entertaining show.
You got it all figured out now? I know connection be shitty as fuck sometimes. Oh, you can't hear us?
Ours is working.
I am very happy to be here.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it all working on your end, moderator? Mr. J Devil moderator. Mr. Joyzy Devil.
A lot of people don't know that.
Is it waking? Is it waking? Because I don't know. Maybe the Bluetooth tried connecting or something. I don't know. I'm gonna turn. Yeah, it did.
No, ours is working.
Still connected to the
Ours is good.
Damn. It might just be a shitty connection.
Yeah, it's the internet connection that he's got.
All right. Well, what we can do is we can do big relics, and we could probably come back to him once there's a better connection, hopefully.
Yeah, if he wants to do another one, we could always do another interview with him. And we can do one live and just clip out all of
It took him off the whole stream page for some reason.
What?
It took him off the whole stream page, is what he said, for some reason.
Did you hear what I said?
Huh?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said we can keep it on one live and then just cut them out in one video. Like it's gonna be one video, and we can just cut them all out.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll invite him again.
You gonna invite him again?
Yeah.
These are two good questions right here. What do you think makes an event like Love You? I already asked him that one. If this event happens again next year, would you return to perform? Because he does these shows every year. For the past 2 years, this is the second show. This was Love You 2 Death. I don't know. The next one's gonna be Love You 3 Death. I don't know. No, it's gonna be Love You 2 Death 3.
I sent him a link.
All right. Actually, let's go to Big Relic because I don't know if they're they're available at a specific time. They might have to go to work. I don't want to miss out on an interview real quick.
What is his socials? What's his profile?
All right.
Do you have his profile?
Big Relic. Pretty sure he's on Facebook.
I'll send him the link.
Big Relic. Relic. All right, Big Relic. Follow. Message. You gotta message him the email.
Yep. I gotta wait for his profile to pop up.
It won't let me message from here. Let's see. How do I message this page?
I'm wondering if he has to reach out to you first. Can you call him?
I'm calling Crenshaw. Because he's in contact with them all. What's up? So it won't let me send Big Relic a message or anything to send him a link.
Okay, just send me the link and I'll send it right over to him.
All right, cool.
Perfect.
Yep, appreciate you.
All right, thanks. Peace.
Yep, peace.
Yep, send it to Crenshaw and he'll send it to him. Dark King, he sounded like he was going to be available whenever, so we can always jump back on with him. Gang of the gang of the gang gang.
Have you ever messaged Crenshaw on your page?
Do what?
Has Crenshaw ever messaged your page before?
Yeah, he's I don't know.
Well, he needs to message your page.
Oh shit. Why is it so stupid?
Because it's not a profile, it's a page.
It's not a profile, it's a page. So he's got to message me. Can he message me?
Yes, he can message you.
Damn it. All right, I'm gonna call him. Fuck.
Tell him to message the Mad County page.
Oh shit. So he has to message me for me to be able to message him.
Correct. Because pages can't solicitate. That's why.
Oh, okay. And mine is?
It's a page. Yeah, that's why you can't message first.
That's why I can't message other people first. Okay.
Yeah, it won't let you solicitate.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, because you just be bugging random people like, check out my music.
Spam.
Look at my song. What is going on Sunday? Do we have something Sunday?
No. You mean tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. JB Real and them and Dusty's coming.
Thought they were coming today.
No, tomorrow.
Oh.
Dusty said tomorrow worked better for him, which actually works better for us too, because there's a lot of shit going on tonight. All right, he sent a message. So send him the link, and then he'll send the link to Big Relic. We'll get Big Relic on. So it'll let you follow him and stuff, but it won't, because I got a page. It's a page. It won't let you. I don't know. Things, stuff. He knows. I don't.
There we are. Yep. Boom.
All right. And we're still live, right? He'll just pop up.
Yeah, we are still live. He'll just pop
He'll just
up and I'll
pop
bring
up.
him onto the stage.
All right. Cool. Talking to all the artists from the Love You to Death concert in Godfrey, Illinois that happened.
Up Nights at Columbus Hall on the 21st of February.
Yep, 21st of February. It was a horrorcore show put on by Deadside Productions. And just let me tell you, it was pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah, I had a good time.
If you like horror movies, this was basically like a horror movie on the stage, live performance horror movie with music in the background. It was like a horror movie musical.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was like watching Thriller live.
Kind of better, a little scary.
Yeah, it was a little scarier than Thriller. Not as much crotch grabbing. Check. Thought I heard an echo.
I am very happy to be here.
I'm sure you are.
I'm just waiting for Crenshaw to read the message.
That's all right. See, we're running a little bit behind. So, like I said, I don't know what these artists are doing. They might have a real tight schedule. A lot of people have a real tight schedule. Some people have a real tight something else. Where'd my hitter go?
Was standing parallel.
Oh,
Broccoli.
so we did interviews with all the artists at the show, but unfortunately our microphone wasn't working and we didn't realize it, and it was really loud in there, so you couldn't hear
That's a good thing.
any of the. No, it was a good thing, you know.
It was
for
definitely
for the
loud.
crowd. It was loud. The vibes was loud. It was
The
fun.
drinks were great,
but you couldn't hear any of the interviews. So we're doing them again. And for the artists that were from out of town or can't make it up here to do the interview in person, we're getting them to do it online. Do
He's
an
about to
online
connect.
interview.
Oh, and shout out to the staff at the Knights of Columbus Hall. They did a great job
Oh, yeah.
hosting that night.
Yep, it was a great night. Everybody had fun. It was cool.
Just waiting for Mr. Big Relic himself. Hope his internet connection is a little better. I see that later. We'll just keep it in the middle here.
Yeah, so me and Chris here, J Devil, we performed on the show too.
I wore a ski mask, which is actually laying right over there.
What in the hell?
It's all good. Tis great.
So what did you think about the show and the performance and everything?
I had to change my pants. It was really scary. No, it was really cool. I enjoyed it. Like it's always a weird feeling when you're going up there. Like I don't know, it's weird for me, but all right, Big Relic's here. We burn enough time. Let's
knock,
answer that knock at the
Who's
door.
there?
Let's get Mr. Big Relic on the stage.
I am very happy to be here.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up, Big Relic? How's it going, man?
It's going all right, man. Just chilling in the parking lot. Couldn't quite make it back in my hometown in time, so I just pulled over and I was like, "This is as good as a place as any."
Hey, parking lot pimping. I like it.
There's nothing I needed my house to do this for. You know what I'm saying?
Are you able to rotate your phone?
But yeah, I can actually. I was gonna ask actually what was easier. This actually fits better in my car if that's better for y'all.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because you were sideways a little
Good
bit.
quality too. What phone do you have?
Actually, I'm pretty impressed with it and excited. I've never been one of those guys that like ever tried to get like a real fancy phone. Like my last nicest phone was an S10.
Oh man.
I had that like a few months ago. So like from this, honestly, because like whether it was music or doing like my eBay shit and everything, like my old phones was just not cutting it. And even that S10, like I'd fucked up the screen, or I think it was an S10. It could have been an S11 if that even is one. But anyway, like I got the Stylus 5G just to kind of narrow it down. I'm running off Straight Talk, so
Nice.
it was actually like $230 with tax, dude. I bought it on the way to a show and I had everything installed and everything, and it's just been amazing. I don't use the stylus, but like as far as like using it for pictures, videos, and stuff like that, it's been amazing, dude. I love this phone. It's affordable as fuck for what it can do.
At this point, you need to ask them for a sponsorship.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was like, what am I talking about? Music, or I'm talking about this goddamn phone? Motorola gang.
Shit,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know. There's too many people out there that are like, if you don't have an iPhone, you ain't shit. And it's like, goddamn, bro. Like, iPhones are cool, but that's a brainwashed mindset.
I am guilty.
Damn near any phone right now is like a professional camera and editor and fucking you could record music on it. It's a
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you can even have an old shitty phone and still do a lot with it if you know what you're doing, you know,
I've recorded
or not.
raps
doing.
on Band Labs on
yeah,
my phone before.
yeah. All right. Well, so we got some questions specific to the show. I know we did this already at the show, but unfortunately, it was really loud, and those microphone things I was holding didn't do shit.
That's understandable. There was a lot going on, and I was just kind of. It was pretty loud, honestly, when you're asking. So it was like,
Yeah,
this
no, it
would be
was.
better.
And I went through the footage, and you can't even make out what we're saying. Like we're just lips are moving, and people yelling in the background.
That's
You
totally,
could always use that footage and then like B-roll it at the beginning and be like, "This is what it could have been," and then you just
I
don't.
was totally expecting him to be
I
like,
actually thought about that. I was gonna do like a little B-roll click and just like cut some of those in, and then just like hope people forget that they saw him, and that like where's that interview that I saw at the beginning?
if he was sponsored by Samsung, he would have been like, "Oh yeah, it's because you guys were interviewing from an iPhone, even though we weren't."
See, it always goes back to that. That's why I'm like so excited about this cheap phone because it's actually pretty good. But enough about the Moto G stylus.
Oh man, Moto G, I remember those Motorola phones too.
Yeah,
Blackberries, remember those?
I actually do remember them, and I always wanted one, but I could never between me being a little younger and just not having money, I was never able to have one in the heat of it. Like, but to have one, it just seems like it would have been a dope thing.
That was that sliding keyboard phone, just like the Razors.
yeah. That's fancy shit. I could never afford that either.
I had one Razor, and I felt so fancy. I was like in 6th, 7th grade.
Dude, I had a Razor like 10 years after they were good, and it was just like I was still excited about it.
Hey, we can make delivering pigeons cool again.
Yeah. Well, when I stopped making music, I didn't even care about a phone. Didn't need a phone. Didn't care about it at all. But making music, that thing is like a lifesaver. You need a good phone.
Oh shit. Sorry, my actuator in my car does this thing where like if
Blend
I
the
turn the key when I'm turning it off or on, it like just starts
fix.
clicking. I need to get it looked at, but I was
I-
kind of rolling my window down.
Yeah. So this guy's a mechanic
Yeah, I've
right
been
here.
automotive for 8 years.
Bro, I need to get my timing chain fixed on this, but like from what I understand, it's gonna cost like $2,000 or some shit.
What kind of car is it?
It's a '05 Xterra Nissan.
Oh my god, yeah, no.
God damn, that's scaring me, bro.
How bad is it? Why do you think you need a timing chain?
Well, I tell everybody this just because everyone in my life like hears about it all the time. Because I've been saving up and wanting to get this done for a minute, but I just haven't pulled the trigger. It's a factory defect for the model of this car. So like the guides eating or the chain eats into the guides, and
Yeah,
it's just like at a certain amount of miles, it starts kind of making this jingly kind of noise, and it's just gonna go out. And it's like if I don't fix it, it could fuck up, or if I fix it, it could be a good car for a long time because I like this
Yeah.
car.
I may
It's
be able
just
to get you. I may be able to get you hooked up to where you could get it fixed, like down like for only $50 at first. Like I can probably get you set up on some. 'Cause I know people that have a few programs that can get it fixed like pretty cheaply.
okay. And I mean, it's not exactly necessarily that it has to be like that. I'm just trying to lower that overall top number, you know. So if it's gonna be 2,000 and someone else is like 1,200, I'm gonna jump on that shit, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a professional shop. I used to work for them, and I thought I'll have you message my Facebook after we get off this live or whatever.
For sure, for sure. Just letting you guys know because like I don't ever go to dispensaries, but like I was in a time crunch and I wanted a Moonrock pre-roll, which they didn't have. This is just like an infused one.
What?
But
What?
this is yeah, I'm just a little bit of a weed review right now. No,
Yeah. We actually do a weed review on this channel. Shivo's weed review or Shivo strain review.
dude, that's awesome.
Uh,
I can't find the goddamn name on here, but it was the coolest name, and that's why I got it. It was like King Fog or some shit, Heavy Fog, or it doesn't fucking matter. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I just figured I'd have something to do with my hands while we're talking.
Let's go down the questions again.
All right, yeah, let's get these questions out of the way here. So how did it feel to perform at the Love You to Death concert?
Pretty sure I performed the year before as well, wasn't it? Wasn't ABK at the last year one? Or do
Um,
you know?
no, he wasn't at the last year when he ABK was a
Oh,
separate show, and they also did
okay.
they opened up for Twisted, but that was a separate show. Last year, because I saw you last year, I was there last year too. That was at the conservatory.
So I was at the okay, yeah. So that's what I'm just getting them mixed up. But I was just backing up because I was gonna compare it to that, but I'm kind of having a foggy memory. But this one was it was a great time, dude. It was a lot of dope people there. It was a new place. I actually liked the vibe of the place. It kind of had like a wasn't it a VFW hall?
Yeah, it was a KC Hall, Knights of Columbus.
Okay, yeah, it had some sort of like VFW hall vibe, but like yeah, dude, it was awesome. There was a lot of good people there. Fucking good time. It's always good to get out. A lot of the times I'm fucking shutting myself out away from the world and fucking being recluse. So it's like anytime I get a chance to promote my art and be around good people is always a good fucking night. And it was my birthday, actually, which I
Yeah,
usually hate my birthday because, like, who wants to get old? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure. But
Well, I was just,
at least at least you did it big. Fucking your birthday just happened to be on the day of that show.
yeah, and like, you know, I could have easily been like, no, I want to do something else, but like, I think of the past few years, this is good. Where I would not do shit on my birthday just for the fact like I would have like almost like a plan or something I wanted to do, and then I would just not do it because I was just like in my head for some reason. So like I'm glad that like way before my birthday I just signed on, because like
Yeah,
you know like HMR, we really don't like say we're gonna do a show and not do it, even if we find out that it's not gonna be a crazy fucking show or it's like at a place where we would, like we'll just rock it. We don't give a shit, you know what I mean? But this ended up being fucking awesome, you know what I'm saying?
the setup was dope. Like the backdrop was dope. I like the whole vibe of it. Like the lights, being controlling the lights and shit. That was the whole vibe was fucking dope. And everybody's performance was fucking amazing. Like everybody got up there and fucking did their thing, gave their all.
Hell yeah, there was actually a group there that I don't remember their names, and like I wouldn't be fucking opposed to linking up with these fools. Like they like honestly like when you do music long enough, it takes a lot for you to A turn your head and then B approach them, because like I
Yeah,
didn't even approach. But like I like their music enough to where it's like I could have seen myself in a different light. Like, yo, you guys were fucking lit. Like if they were just next to me, I would have been like, hey, that was fucking lit. They kind of the only thing I could say is I think one dude was a white dude with like some face paint, and they were doing like Suicide Boy samples.
yeah.
It
I
was
know exactly who you're talking about. I can hook you up with them, man. Their group name's OTV.
Oh yeah.
okay, yeah, I remember that now, but like I wouldn't be able to think of it. But yeah, fuck.
No,
In the
they're
future,
cool.
they'd be trying to do something. I like that fucking sound they have. Like that shit was lit.
Yeah. Then and there ain't a lot of people around here doing that kind of style.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm seeing a lot more of it, but like especially in the Juggalo community and stuff, like there isn't like a lot of it.
Yeah, it's funny that you
But
was talking about this because one of the questions is, did you get to network at the show and connect with any artists that you haven't worked with before?
I've never worked with before. I mean unless you want to consider artists like I've never worked with you before as far as like the interview thing. Realistically, I'm really bad about sticking to the people I know and the faces I know. And sometimes it's just because, um, it's got to be a certain situation before I'll approach someone, which I need to work on. But it's like if I'm not like thinking that you want to fuck with me, I might not come up to you, you know? So,
Yeah,
uh, I fucking talk to Morg Mob. They're the homies. We always link up at all the shows that we both do.
Yeah, more
Always
mobs though. I
Crenshaw.
love Brandon and those guys are awesome.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, really good people. You know, the scary masks.
They're
It's just
easily approachable though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like you could tell they're cool from a mile away. I approached them first time I ever saw them. No
yeah,
problem.
dude. And it wasn't even like an artist thing. It was just like, you know, you seem like you're cool as fuck. You know, you seem like you're down. And like realistically, when I first started going to Juggalo shows, I'm pretty sure we'd had this conversation several times. Like I seen them when they were in their previous group, like at Pops and shit. Like we were. I don't even think I was a rapper then. Like I may have wanted to, but like it just goes to show you, it's weird how things happen sometimes.
Yep.
But I linked up with Crenshaw and stuff. But you know, as you know, he was really fucking busy that night. Him and his woman. Um, shit.
So
I'm
what was
sure if
going
I thought long and hard, there's a few things like I'm sure I linked up with some peeps, but you know, I didn't necessarily network. You know, no songs came to fruition of it. But like, I actually have a collab in progress with Morg Mob, so like, they already sent it to me. They heard the beat, it's fire, and I just
yeah.
gotta lay down my shit, stop being a.
Well, you did network a little bit because you touched base at least with some
Yeah,
artists.
dude. Sometimes it's just I guess sometimes some of that shit's natural, and it's like sometimes it's easy to like mistaken like what you enjoy and work, you know? When
Yeah.
I'm out like doing my resale shit, I don't often say, "Hey, I'm at work." But realistically, that's what I'm doing, you know? So like it's like,
That's the thing about this. You make work fun, so it doesn't seem like work, and that's really the dream is to do something you love doing and still make money instead of doing something that you're just doing because you have to do it for money.
exactly, you know. That's just it. You know, I try to base everything I do around my mentality, and it's like if I have heavy anxiety, I'm gonna do things that kind of like ease it. And I know it's crazy because music is like a real stressful, highly stimulating thing, but you know, it's a way out thing. You know, like I like to do eBay and stuff because you know I could do it on my own time. I fucking source. I take things to the post office. I ain't dealing with people all day. And
Yeah.
like at a show, I'm dealing with a lot of people. You know, sometimes like 50, couple, you know, 100 people, and it's like that's crazy. But it's my passion. It's my art, and it's like I'm willing to be uncomfortable if it's for my fucking mission. Not working at goddamn Aldi's. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something I truly feel, I'll go outside of my comfort zone. But it's like, other than that, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do what's fucking cool for me, you know. If it works and gets me by and pays the bills and shit like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Shit. That's the fucking dream, man. So you've known Crenshaw for a little bit. You was on the show last year, Love You to Death. This was the second one. He's gonna do it every year. Uh what
Okay.
was going through your mind the first time that you seen Deadside Production and Crenshaw up on stage putting on what damn near seems like a horror movie live
Oh,
on stage?
well, first of all, like I'll point out like what I enjoy the most, which is like, and it's like an acquired thing over time, is like his voice. Like he's really like not just is he like talking about horrorcore shit, but like just when you hear it, not even like hearing the lyrics, like just hearing
The
the
tone.
fucking cadence, like he's just definitely horrorcore, you know what I mean? And now everything else is just extra, you know. Like that was gonna mention, they do put a lot into their presence and like the like what's going on during the performance, and it's like a lot of rappers don't really think about every little aspect like that. You know, I just get on stage and wobble around and fucking talk shit. He's got a whole ass fucking show going on and fucking just crazy shit, you know. But sorry, I seen a cop and I'm just like, I mean,
Ooh.
it's cool. I mean, I can met.
yeah,
I'm
me,
just in the driver's seat, you know, so it's like got a little paranoid, but you know, I'm still living in the days where it's illegal. It's fucking legal in Missouri. I just went to a goddamn dispensary.
a little sneak peek too. I'm not gonna say what it's called or what we're doing, but me and Crenshaw actually have something getting cooked up as we speak as well.
Fuck yeah,
And
yeah.
possibly soon, fingers crossed, FJ Outlaw.
Hey, I'm not a like met FJ Outlaw, but I've heard a lot about him, and I've like seen his like he's got a presence out there. You know, I see
Yeah.
him work movies.
Shout out Chop Easy. Chop Easy got me in connection with his people. So
Chop Easy.
yeah.
I like those fucking arches.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a? Is that like actually in there, or is it like a
What?
template?
Arch.
Oh no, it's all in there. Oh, the arch? Yeah, the arch is actually here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
This way.
smoke can't fucking. I can't tell.
So if this show happens again next year, which I'm assuming it will, I
It
don't
will.
see him quitting
Hear that, Crenshaw?
anytime
It better
soon.
happen.
Would you return to perform again?
Yeah, definitely, dude. Fucking. As long as I'm not on some sort of like soul mission, like on my own tour or like dying in a fucking hospital somewhere, I'll fucking.
No, we'll wheel your ass in there. You can perform on a gurney, motherfucker.
Yeah, you could be limbless and still performing. It's a horror show.
You know, when I'm on my Dave Blunt shit, you guys better stay with me.
But even when you die, you have to perform. You have to come in as the undead.
Morgue mob shit, motherfucker.
I'm dead, I'm done. They can get a hologram.
I think that's retirement.
No, we can't afford that shit. We'll just fucking make a puppet out of your dead body.
This was telling me retirement ain't even a thing anymore. Like, basically, you gotta be 75 or some shit now, or some shit. Like, who makes it to that? Oh, shit just got real grim. But yeah, I would definitely return to the goddamn show, and I couldn't imagine like what it's gonna be like next year. You know, it just seems like, you know, Crenshaw's moving with a certain fucking step now. You know what I mean? Like he's like carefully thinking out all the shows, and like obviously you can tell with all the shit going on, you know, with the fucking performance, like he thinks outside the box with that shit. I couldn't imagine what it would be like if he had like the money that fucking like ICP has to do their shows, you know, like waste all that money and shit. Like if he had that to like spend on like extra people and like props and shit, I could only imagine, you know.
Yeah. I want some carnival rides, motherfucker. Let's get some carnival rides at the show.
Okay.
You know what I think Big Relic would sound good with? There's an artist I think Big Relic would sound good with.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What artist do you think would sound good?
He's from
collabing with
Montrose,
Big Relic?
Colorado. His name is Zanny Bodur.
Zanny Bodur. You ever heard of that artist?
Hector
Can't say what was the question though?
Oh, what do you think makes an event like Love You to Death special compared to other hip hop shows?
Well, obviously the roster is obviously a big part, you know, because if each artist does their part, they're gonna have some supporters there or people that are gonna instantly fuck with their shit. But I mean, he's nailed it a little bit. Like a theme's good. People love themes, you know. So
I do enjoy the theme also.
I guess there's a lot to it. You know, there's not one thing, but I would say the artists and then the theme. Yeah, we'll go with that because, and maybe the time of year. But like it's got to be that time of year because of the theme. But
Yeah.
at least it all connects. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I fucking join away, bro. Like I hate to fucking give the dispensary any fucking love, but like they fucking that was good.
So horrorcore is a tight knit scene. How do you feel about the community support around here?
Is horrorcore or just like rap in general or?
Well, horrorcore, since this was basically a horrorcore show.
Okay, yeah. I'd say it's pretty solid, you know, for the amount of people that came to a show that like There's some good names on it. Yeah, I guess Insane Poetry's real fucking yeah, like that's a good fucking turnout. You know what I'm saying? It could have been more, it could have been less, but like I've definitely done shows that had some really dope fucking talent on it and it didn't get the love it deserves. So like I really think
Absolutely.
it's going in a good direction as far as all that goes. And I would say thinking back to all the artists, like everybody did have that horrorcore touch, you know? Even if they didn't predominantly do horrorcore like myself lately, you
Same
could
here.
still,
Same here.
a lot of my shit I'm like it's not horrorcore anymore and da 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 and like Risk or somebody else will be like, yeah, right. Like it still sounds like it. Your voice still sounds kind of like it, and and I guess it is. It's just as you progress, you get older, you want to talk about different things, or you feel like you get like a purpose in the things you say, because like when I started rapping, I was just like, let's just talk some shit and have fun. And
Yep.
now I'm like, the more I, progress and like learn things, it's just like I just want to talk about life too, I want to talk about silly, cool shit, but I also want to talk about
That's what's up.
real life shit, like mental shit, and like that's some real horrorcore shit. So
Yeah.
that's just
Hey,
how I
dark
feel about it.
intentions come from an emotional background.
There's a lot of subgenres in subgenres, subgenres. You know what I'm saying? My favorite song of ABK don't even really sound like a horrorcore song for real.
Which one is it?
I don't even remember what it's called. I don't remember the name of it.
One of my favorite ones is I think it's called "Kill Me" on Hatchet Warrior. It's like you better kill me or you die.
I'm bad with
Like
names.
the ride ain't no stopping me. Bulletproof preventing you from popping me unless your target's on my face. Don't think to call yourself a G. That's just the hardest shit ever. I feel like Hatchet Warrior. It was on Psychopathic and it was a banger.
No, that shit is dope.
I gotta
I
get
horrorcore is
Risk.
what got me into making music. Originally that's the genre that made me want to start making music. So I was really big ICP fan, Twisted fan, everything psychopathic.
Definitely. That's what gave me my biggest inspiration at the time of whenever like I started rapping, me and Risk, which shout out Risk. But honestly some of my first ever inspirations were the Gorillas and Linkin Park, which Risk told me about the Gorillas and I just fuck Clint Eastwood and all their songs. They're just so versatile. I love that group. And fucking Linkin Park, dude, like the MC Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park was just so his flow was crazy, and like that's actually what got me into hip hop, and then I became a juggalo.
One Last Chance, that was what it was called.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, it's not horrorcore at all, but it is a great song. It is probably one of his best songs, as far as you could feel like he's putting his heart in it.
Yeah, I still consider it juggalo music though, because like it might not
I
he might be talking about killing people, but like it's still juggalo music.
Yeah, but what's juggalo music? Everything's juggalo music.
Yeah,
It's not really like it has to be horrorcore or
it could be
talking
whatever
about
the hell you want it to
teenagers.
be.
What?
It could really be whatever the hell you want it to be, for real.
Exactly. I mean, it's subjective, but the
But
gatekeeper would tell you differently.
So, would you be interested in collaborating with any of the artists from the bill, like OTV? You said you
Oh,
was peeping their set and shit.
oh yeah, like yeah, I would definitely if they were fucking with my shit, or even if they weren't, and they were down, I'd definitely be down to get it on the list of shit I need to do going forward. But I actually do have like I'm gonna like I said doing that song with Morgue Mob, and then we got some shit with Crenshaw that's we're supposed to be getting in the works too. So Yeah, definitely. And shit, I'm not saying they're the only people I would do music with there, but those are the ones that like I'm definitely doing
Yeah, well,
music
that was,
with.
the question didn't have them in it, but I figured since you already said that earlier that you was peeping their set. I know them personally, so I mean we could talk to them and shit. I'll show them your shit. Basically,
Just
everybody
hey,
on the show
tell 'em I fuck with
got
it,
pretty.
or whatever.
What's up?
No, I was just saying, tell them I fuck with it.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely let them know. I had them on the podcast here not too long ago.
Oh yeah, are they from the area?
Yeah, they're from around here.
Okay, like Illinois.
Yeah, we're not too far from Godfrey, where the show was. We're in East Alton, so we're about right by 255. Like it's right off
Okay.
255.
I'm gonna roll my window down. My car might make a crazy noise, so just bear with me, dude.
All right. So where are you
Yep.
from, man? Like where you at, or where you
I'm
from?
in
Where you based in?
I'm in West Plains, Missouri right now, but I'm from like a small town, kind of like an hour away from Springfield, Missouri.
Towards
So
St. Louis or further away from St. Louis?
I'm 3 hours away from St. Louis. I'm basically 3 hours away from Kansas City as well.
And
So I'm kind of like in the
so
middle.
quite a few art. Do you know the other artists from Springfield, Missouri, that was on the show?
That's right.
Like, you guys all knew each other before you came to?
This is like my best friend. We've been friends for like 15 or more years. Like we've been homies forever, dude.
That's what's up. So
Yeah,
y'all kind of
yeah,
came down here in a caravan.
what's up?
Y'all came down here from like together for the show and shit, like a
Yeah,
caravan.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I rode I rode with Risk, and then like my manager slash homie Ogre, he fucking had a whole crew of people with him as well. Fucking Cryptic from Springfield, he's a fucking great DJ. And then like he does mixing and mastering, and he's fucking badass at that. He was in the car too. They actually fucking had some car issues there and took a long ass ride back. It took like a 4 hour ride for them. It turned into like an 8 or 9 hour ride, from what I understand.
Damn.
But yeah, so as far as all the Springfield people that were there, yeah, they're my homies and shit.
That's what's up. It's fun. It's fun to travel and do shows. I think. Like I like it. I like going out of town. We went to Columbia one time and did a show, open for ABK and Blaze, and that shit was fun as fuck, man.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and I was gonna mention Dark King. He's a newer friend. He's a newer friend to me and Risk and stuff. And we've known him for, I don't know, maybe going on like, I'm just gonna say like 5 months or something. But he's a real cool motherfucker. He's a young dude, but he's really cool.
Yeah, we just did his interview right before yours. Yeah, he is pretty cool, man. I liked
That's
everybody's set too, man. Everybody's got a lot of fucking talent out here. Hold on, we got
dude,
Crenshaw on the phone. Let's talk to Crenshaw. Crenshaw,
Hey,
you're on the live. What's up, brother?
hey, what's up, everybody?
What up,
what's up,
Chris?
Chris?
I don't know. I was just well live, huh? Well, I'll give you caught me off guard. I'll give you a call back in a minute.
All right. All right. Call us back. Peace. All right, we're probably about wrapped up with this anyway. I've got a lot of shitty questions here that I'm not going to ask you.
How are they shitty?
I don't know. He got them off the internet, just like used like ChatGPT for some of these.
Oh, okay.
They're
Well,
good, they're good questions, but like some of them are good questions. That's why I'm picking through them.
with as little words as possible, so that I'm not talking your ear off.
All right, so here's a good one. What was the highlight for you? You might have already even said this. What was the highlight of the night for you at the I Love You to Death show?
Just honestly being there, man. Like I know that sounds corny, but like sometimes it's hard for me to really like enjoy anything, you know, like life kind of gets in the way of everything sometimes, and I'm an overthinker. So like just being there, you know, like anytime that I can get out with my homies and fucking just be around some good people, that's the highlight, you know. Fucking yeah, that's about what I got to say. You know, I just kind of had a good time being there.
You know, it's
I
funny
know the part
because
I didn't like was the drive back.
yeah. Did you guys didn't stay? You drove back after you came and did the show?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Now that sucks. That's a long drive. Three, you said 3 hours?
Yeah, yeah, 3.5. Well, actually, 3 to St. Louis. So we also had a buddy we had to pick up kind of somewhere in there around St. Louis area. And then, you know, it took kind of like, so we were on the road basically for 4.5 hours. So yeah, it was 4.5 hours. We got back at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, life on the road can be rough too. I know that. I
Oh
traveled.
yeah, dude. I'm constantly trying to think of things that make it easier, you know? Like I've been starting to think like if I'm gonna be out like for hours and hours, you know, or we could be out there for like days, like I'm gonna just bring a bunch of fucking blankets and just set them up on the seats and just you know, 'cause it gets uncomfortable, man, dude. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
Being a
no. To
guy,
the
it's like,
point where
shit.
you're irritated, you can't sit still. It's like, yeah, I know. I've traveled a lot too, man, and I know exactly what you're talking about. You start learning the longer you travel, you're like, okay, I need to pack some stuff. I need to be a little more prepared.
Yeah, definitely. Each time you realize, you know. You don't want to go to like a weekend long event and just not be ready because it makes it feel like a week long.
Oh yeah, you have no idea how important blankets and pillows are. So you ain't
And
got.
air, dude.
Yep.
What's up?
I
Oh,
was just agreeing.
he was just agreeing. He said, "Yo,
Sorry, there's a little bit of noise going on over here.
good."
It's McDonald's parking lot, so there's a lot going on. So you got a bunch of interviews today to do?
We've actually got a lot of shit going on today. We've got a show going on, getting ready to go on in here. So eventually, we're gonna have to move into a different area. I was thinking about taking it outside if it's not
It's supposed to
raining.
rain at 9 o'clock.
Oh well, we ain't doing that. We'll probably just go on the other side.
We can go to the studio
But we
here.
got
It's a
we
table.
got people coming in for interviews, for live interviews too. But we're doing all the internet interviews with everybody that can't, you know, obviously you ain't gonna be able to drive all the way down here just to do an interview.
Sure, for sure. Hell yeah.
Do we have a third mic?
We do have a third mic. It's
Yeah,
just
because
it's
before
under
people
here.
come in, I want to get that set up.
Yeah, we got a few we got a few internet interviews, and then we got a few people that are coming in to do interviews, and then supposed to have might have possibly have like 5 artists coming in to do a podcast too.
Oh shit. So you got a stack night.
Yeah, yeah. To
It's a
do,
good
we
thing.
knew we knew it since yesterday, so we knew it was going to be pretty busy today.
Yeah, we actually got hit up by promoters to do some interviews.
All right, so here's the last question: what would you say to someone that's never been or seen a Dead Side production? What would you tell them to expect, that they can expect to see or experience?
Hmm. Well, depending on the person, but I would say get ready for something that's a little different, but you're definitely gonna enjoy it and have a good time.
Hell yeah, yeah. I couldn't put it a better way. I was just supposed to be an artist performing on the show, but I ended up working too. But honestly,
Hey,
that
dude,
turned out.
hats off to that, dude. You know, like a lot of the time, it's hard to like get to work in a party environment. So like anybody that's just on the grind, I fucking respect that. And
You know,
hats
well,
off
just like
to you.
the DJ, Beaker, he was an artist on the bill too. But that's
And the doorman,
that's
dude. The doorman has to stand there all fucking night and
and hey, that's worse than being the DJ. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the worst job.
I actually at that show was looking over at the doorman and was like, damn, respect. You know what I mean? Like it's just like shit, you know, he's got a job too.
Yeah, I think the community is pretty good around here, though. Everybody helps. You know, the DJs and artists. You know, the film guys and artists. Everybody around here is an artist, and like everybody's got different talents. You know what I'm saying? You really talented in certain areas. You might not be so talented in other areas, but there's so many other artists out here, and everybody working together. Like we're making some amazing shit happen.
Yep.
Yeah, and the easier you can get along with those people too, it just makes for such a better situation.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
like I could pull Crenshaw aside and fucking just have a real serious conversation, you know, or I could fucking talk to him about whatever, and it's just like, you know, or any of the people I fucking kick it with, you know what I mean? It's like I could tell them anything because they're my boys, you know what I mean? It's a good feeling, you know. Some people you just know, you know, they ain't fucking judging you or nothing. It's just like there's a lot of good vibes.
Yeah, Crenshaw's
Yeah.
good people.
Yeah, I like how everybody collaborates. You know, not just on songs, but like even shows. Like you guys coming out all the way from Springfield, Missouri, to do a show here in Illinois. You know, and now you got to pay us back. You guys got to put on a show, and we got to come out to your hometown. You know what I'm saying? And we got to crash your shit.
Fucking tell Ogre, you know, it's that's his fucking part. So like, oh, actually, we did fucking. I had a release, a CD release on January 11th, and Crenshaw actually came out and fucking rocked it.
That's what's up.
But
See,
yeah, going forward, we're gonna have more things going on. You know, it's just hell, I don't even know. Sometimes until I hear it from Ogre or whoever, it's like I don't even know what's going on. Crazy enough, I'll just say this before I blabber on is like, my next two shows are actually with my homie T Ranch, and we go under two damn devils, and we're doing a Soldier Boy show on 420. It's some
damn,
crazy,
that's what's up.
but like I can't turn down that amount of people, you know, on a 420 show. Like we're gonna smoke and have a good time.
Hell yeah,
Actually, I have three shows. I got one in Marionville on 419. Sorry about that. And it's a smoker show. Basically, we're just gonna be having a good time getting ready for the next night, which is the Soldier Boy show. And then the next month we're doing a Mercury show. Um,
My
and
homeboy
that
just did a song with Mercules.
yeah. Marcotic just did a song with Mercules. That's what's up, man.
Shout out Marcotic.
Mercules old school too.
I'm not actually a big fan of the country music, but actually I seen Marcotic live once. Or you said Marcotic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marcotic's my homie.
Yeah, dude, he actually is fucking lit, bro. Like I think he doesn't seem as wacky as a lot of these country rappers, but like I actually fuck with that because I don't really fuck with that like scene too much, but like I fuck with it.
I went to Morristown, Tennessee, and performed at his birthday with him. And that night, I found out he was about it. Some dude was messing with him. He was flipping him off. I was on stage and proceeded to whoop his ass after he got off stage, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
Narcotics.
like he's got what
He's a
Trailer
redneck.
Park Life or some shit. I don't even know
He
what
just
it
came
is.
out with a rap diss too. It's called Rap Diss on YouTube, and he also came
Yeah.
out with Run It with him and Jam Wayne.
No, a lot of them guys are good rappers too. Like they got some good raps. Not like take the country
Marcotic
rap
is the
element
mix
out
of
of
Lil
it.
Boozy
Even
and Yellow Wolf.
he's just
I
got some,
couldn't believe Young Gravy went country.
Young Gravy went country.
Look it up.
Good luck. Good luck. That's all I can tell. They're gonna eat him alive.
I thought it was a joke, but he kept with it. You know, like Oliver Tree did make like a funny ass song, like where he's a cowboy, but like he never.
I love
Cowboy.
Oliver Tree. I ain't gonna lie. He's funny as hell.
Yeah, it ain't country though. That ain't country music. It ain't country rap. But it's
Oliver Tree don't give a fuck.
that ain't
Oh,
country.
you know, dude.
He'll do a
But it's still a
scooter
good
backflip
song.
in your backyard.
It's a good song. He talks about a cowboy in it. That doesn't make it country.
I mean, that's kind of where I was at. If you're wearing a cowboy hat and you're talking about love or something, that's a country song.
I'm gonna
Yep.
take my horse to the old town road.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
like I said, there is a lot of subgenres in the subgenres too. So, because there's a lot of different country rap. I could listen to 10 different horrorcore songs or country rap songs or gangster rap songs, and some of them are gonna sound different. Some of them are gonna be more melodic. Some of them will be like old school type beats. Some of them will be some drill type shit. Because
Yep. Yeah.
you can mix anything with anything. It's really
That's the
music's
awesome
kind
thing
of
about
blending.
rap. Yeah.
It's
That's
all about
definitely it. You can't just do the same style all the time. You know what I mean? Like when you change it up, it lets your fans know that you got like different. You're like able to do it. You know what I mean? I don't think I'll make a country song though, but I mean I have made my crack at making like kind of like a Juice World style song. You know, and I kind of like that. I'd like to do more of that, but I'm
yeah.
always gonna.
There ain't nothing wrong with crossing genres and doing different stuff, but you just do what feels right to you, what feels authentic to you.
Most definitely. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Juice World. There's a lot of artists that come in here that have like a Juice World type flow or like choose Juice World type beats when they're recording their music. And Wavy, he sounds like somebody else. I can't remember the name of the artist, but it
Wavy sounds like wavy to me.
sounds like Wavy. Yeah, there's a lot. I like all the different styles around here. There's a lot of different genres.
Yes, that is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. I even like. I mean, hell, I've dabbled into a lot of different styles, and it's like I used to listen to like some Korean rap. You know, it's
K-pop.
funny because the other day I was at a donut store with my homie, and he had a shirt with the people on it, and I was like, everybody in this store, if they look at you, they're just gonna think you got a BTS shirt on.
Actually in Japan for 6 months. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, he was stationed in Japan. He was a Marine.
Oh, okay. This group is called Higher Brothers, so they're pretty cool.
Right on. I
I,
probably heard of them.
they do kind of like music under the same label as Joji. Joji used to be Pink Guy,
Yeah,
Filthy Frank.
love Joji. Joji's
So
fucking awesome.
Joji and
Guys,
Higher
awesome.
Brothers on the same label, and Rich Brian used to be Rich Chigga, but yeah. I like a lot of different styles, dude. I like all the subgenres, all the main genres. Like I'm just into it. You know what I mean? I don't even. I used to only like psychopathic. You know, I only used to listen to like five artists. You know, and then like ever since I don't know. I realized that my mentals and everything were just. I was just having a good day when I was listening to new music, checking out different styles. Like anytime I hear something that I really vibe with, it's a good day. You know what I mean? Like I jump on the highway because I'm about to head back home, and I'll just put something vibing on, whether it's like some rap or some like maybe some Juice World, I don't know, and it's just like I'm just gonna vibe and have a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
That's what.
it's like an emotion. You don't always feel the same emotion every day, every second. Sometimes you feel a different emotion, and then you listen to a different style of music to either escape that emotion or feel a different emotion. They say that music's a mind altering drug, or an emotional altering drug. So you listen to a happy song, and it gets you in the mood. Like if you're going to a concert and shit, you're hyping up, you're playing, what music are you playing on the way there? You're turning it all the way up. You're
Oh,
jamming, getting
yeah,
your adrenaline pumped.
yeah. It's some positive shit too. Just that always puts me in a good mood. But like that's perception. I could listen to almost a sad song and be happy as fuck, or I could listen to a violent horrorcore song. It just puts me in a great ass mood, like some old school low key, dude. I always listen to like Follow Me and like just get in a good mood, dude, because that old school low key is hitting.
Yeah. The
Not
old
saying
school shit is nostalgic. It brings back emotions that you felt once, and you're trying to get that feeling back, that inspiration, that wider outlook to the future, like a brighter outlook.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's definitely, I don't know, I feel like music could easily give you that, you know, even if it's nothing to do with that in the music, you could kind of like just get in a good music or good mood off of music, some vibes, and then you're just like, you know what, I'm kind of thinking clearer now, you know,
Yeah.
because you know sometimes you're thinking clearest when you're happy, you know what I mean? I feel like because if you're in like a certain bad mood or mad mood, you're not thinking clear, but like if you're in a good mood, like you should always be in, you're gonna make the decision that you always wanted to, you know?
Yeah, you do. I think you think more logically when you
Yeah,
because you think irrationally when you're angry or you're depressed. You know, you're like, fuck the world. You know, and then somebody asks you for something, you're like, when if you're happy and you're in a good mood and you feel healthy and and a friend comes up and needs your help with something, you're like, oh yeah, I got you, buddy.
definitely, definitely.
Mad County, I need your help with $1 million.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'll take 500, you know? No.
Jeez, I'm
I'll
not even asking
settle
for
for
much.
150 right now.
$10, $20 is $20.
I appreciate it. I gotta get home, please. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, we're good, man. We've asked the last question. We can let you get back on the road. You're on the side of the road right now, huh?
I was joking. I was making a joke there, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, dude, whatever. I appreciate the fucking kind words and everything. I hope you guys have a great day. You seem like you got a busy ass fucking day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nonstop today. But we've
I
got a
hope
lot of
that
time
your
on our
day
hands
is positive.
Oh,
We'll get you we'll get you back on because I do this podcast. I try to do it every day, but we'll get you back on here and talk some more about upcoming shit that you got, shows, album, whatever projects you got and shit. We'll get you back on the podcast.
Dropped the album called The Relic Within. So if anybody wants to check that out, it's everywhere. Just type it in.
How do they find it? How you spell relic?
Big Relic, my name is just with a K, but the album title is The Relic Within, spelt the way it would be, with a C.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all go check
Yep.
that out, man. Big Relic. He killed it at I Love You to Death show, put on by Crenshaw and Deadside Productions. That shit was amazing.
Yeah,
Shit
it
was
was. Shout out to Crenshaw.
hell yeah. It was nice meeting you, man. And everybody that you brought with you. This shit was dope, bro. We're gonna stay in touch.
Definitely, definitely. Well, dude, I'm definitely down. You just hit me up and let me know.
All right, man. Have a good one, bro.
Yep, you have a good one and good luck with your day.
All right, peace.
Peace.
all right. Here's the next one.
All right, now I'm going to call Crenshaw back real quick.
All right, we're still live.
All right, well, talk to him, man. Show him something.
Show him
Your
something.
butthole.
Oh my God, don't
Show
say
him
that
your
stuff.
butthole.
You can get canceled for saying that. You know,
No,
right?
you can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. Don't do that. Stop, JW. You're gonna get us canceled.
You get
All right,
yourself
cut the
canceled.
live. Fuck it, we're going live. We're doing it live.
Oh my God. Welcome to Med
We're gonna
County,
get
ladies and gentlemen.
demonetized, and then nobody will fucking.
No, you're gonna get sued, is what you're gonna get.
All right. I just told you, dude. I didn't know if you was gonna do it or not.
All right, y'all. I'll show y'all something cool.
What's up? My bad, man.
So this is a cool little reel that came out.
All right. Get ready to send it now. Yep. Peace. Oh shit. All right, he's ready for you to send him another link for the next guy.
All right.
I guess they didn't come through. He never texted, did he? He called this morning. Sorry. Y'all go check out Colt Montgomery's new song and video.
I'm drowning in my habits, coming down seeing broken neon, smell of whiskey's on my breath. Nicotine is what I lean on when I've got nothing left. Now I'm down on my knees, Lord help me please. I'm just trying to find my way. I know this long road will take me back to a better day. Lost soul on a dirt road, just trying to find the better side of day. I've been gone for too long at the bottom of this whiskey that I drink.
I don't know if these headphones stuck. We don't sound good from headphones.
Even if I don't find myself today, I'm a lost soul. Now I'm drowning in my habits, coming.
Yep, that's just a little reel that I made for it.
IP. We got Insane Poetry getting ready to join the live.
Oh,
Insane Poetry.
long time no see. Where you at, Insane Poetry?
Welcome to Mad County.
Welcome to Mad County. Welcome to Mad County. Welcome to Mad County.
Yeah, welcome to Mad County. We're getting ready to have Insane Poetry join us on the live. Let me tell you a little bit about Insane Poetry. Insane Poetry is an underground hip-hop group best known for their horrorcore style, blending dark, violent, and horror-themed lyrics with hardcore rap beats. The group was formed in the late 1980s by Psycho Andrew Drew Holloman, who has remained the core member throughout its evolution. Key facts about Insane Poetry. From Los Angeles, California. He's a He's a horrorcore, hardcore hip-hop underground rap artist. Been active since the late 1980s. Debut album Grim Reality in 1992. So this man's been around for a long time. He's got a lot of knowledge. Very intelligent, very insane, and very poetic.
It was really cool to be able to talk with them at the show.
Oh yeah, really cool. This is actually the second show that I've done with him. Second show that Crenshaw. Well, maybe more than that, but the second show that I've been on with Crenshaw.
He has a song with Crenshaw, I'm pretty sure.
Deadside Productions, Insane Poetry.
Hobie's here.
Hobie, shout out to the engineer at the old Mississippi Sound House, Hobie Hobart. I know
Hobie One Kenobi.
It don't sound like a real name, but it is. That is his real name. That's what his parents called him.
Get the birth certificate.
It's on his driver's license. I made him show it to me. Hobie Hobart.
All right, we got Insane Poetry at the door. Ladies and
knock.
gentlemen, welcome the legend himself.
Mad
Or
County.
legend, Insane Poetry.
What up? What up? What it do?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Just outside of the crib, trying to get to it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of almost forgot about we was doing this. Keep it a buck. I've been working on the latest album with Scum, and so I'm doing a lot of mixing and mastering, or mixing of it really, and we're sending it out to mastering. Big shout out to my man Gibby Stice that's doing the mastering for the album. But that's what's going on. How y'all fellas doing this Saturday afternoon?
Pretty good, man. Busy, staying
Yes, sir.
busy.
Yes, sir. Oh, shit, hold on for a quick second, just in case we get lost. I just want to make sure we don't get lost. My phone around here gets to acting crazy, but again, yes, I know we tried to do this at the show. It didn't work out.
Yeah, the music was really loud, and the microphone I had wasn't working.
Too loud. Yeah. No, I get that. You know, hey, you kind of live and learn, or you say, hey, let's conduct interviews or whatever. For the next time, kind of, find a spot. Maybe it was cold as fuck outside that night, so it wasn't like that might have been the greatest spot to do it.
There was ice out there and everything.
Yeah, it was really cold that night, but a lot of people showed out.
It was a good night. Other than that, I thought it was a good night.
I thought it was an amazing night. Everybody's performance was good. So you've been messing with Crenshaw. You've done a couple shows for him that I know of, that I was at. Oh, you froze up. Oh,
all right. Yeah, that's what I was going out of the area of my home, so I knew the Wi-Fi was going to cut out, so I had to switch up here. So what's good, guys?
Okay. No, I was
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You cut out for a second.
Oh, okay.
But you're back now.
Yeah, okay.
So you've been doing shows for a little bit now. You did last year.
Sorry about that. Say that again.
You was at the show last year when Crenshaw did I Love You.
I think I was there when we was with me and Scum.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I think we was doing Triple MFD at that particular. I think that was the last date on our tour. One of our guys that was on our tour passed away like shortly after that.
Yeah, no, I do remember that. I was because I was in the crowd that night. That was actually the first show that I did with Crenshaw.
Okay.
For you and Crenshaw for the same show.
Yeah.
So what was going through your mind? What was going through your mind the first time that you seen Dead Productions and Crenshaw up on stage putting on what damn near feels and seems like a real life horror movie, like live on stage?
Oh, bro, it's just energy, brother. It's vibrations and energy, bro. It's like it's not just one thing. It's a multiple of things. It's, obviously, it starts off from the writing perspective, the creative space of it, writing it in a way that you feel like you're in that energy, then transferring that performance into a real performance live on stage, and having somebody like Scum, we're going back and forth, makes it a lot easier than solo shit. I do a lot of different shit solo, but as Triple MFD, we do a lot of. It is straightforward horrorcore, no question. That's what it is. Me myself, I fluctuate through a lot of different styles, I don't ever try to put myself in a box solo wise. Although people want to say that's all I do, and that's really not. But I have a catalog to prove that that's not the case. It's all how you feel, bro. As an artist, when you're creating, it's like creation don't stop by just putting, going to the studio and laying it down. You have to actually take that and then perform that energy, which takes it up another notch. That's what makes Tech 9 so super dope. It's like a lot of people can't fuck with Tech 9. I mean, you don't have to like his music, but his performance is crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your performance is pretty crazy too. And like you saying, I caught your set at 2 shows, and you're very versatile. You have a lot of different styles, a lot of different your music produces a lot of different.
I appreciate that. I think I lost you. Hope I didn't.
Nope.
Oh, okay. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother, man. It's like I do a lot of different things, man. And it's like as I gotten older, you would think, oh man, he's not really blah blah blah. Why would he be, interested in that? I've been doing this shit. I'm a pure hip hop head. And the one thing I realized is I may not be able to outpin you, but I gotta at least try to outperform you while trying to out. Sometimes you can be too lyrical and you can't perform that shit live. And no matter how dope you sound on a record, when people go to see you to become real true fans, because that's when you get your most spontaneous fan is live shit. You gotta come with the shits, man. It's like you don't have to be the best rapper in the game. Uh-oh.
No.
Looks like we lost it.
No, you're right. You don't have to.
Yeah. You don't have to be the best rapper in the game, dude. You just have to be the best performer, deliverer. Man, I've watched so many artists over the years, from big artists to smaller artists to, signed to unsigned, all those different things, man. And the ones that have careers, longevity, are the ones who understand the idea of not only making it sound good on record, but transforming that into a performance live, because that's where you're going to get your money from, because chances are you're in a deal that you are not getting a favorable percentage on the record side of the shit.
Yo, you're going to make a lot more money off your performances
your performances, yeah, man. And the more you put that into perspective, that's where you're going to get a lot of your money anyway. As an underground artist, I think that old school way of thinking, oh, I'm going to get on a label, they're going to blow my record up, and I can come there and pull up like a half hour before my set and show up, and they're just going to love me and suck me off. That shit is over with, bro. You got to get out there. It's different, bro. And you got to be really good at what you do. You can't fake it, because the moment you underground and you fake it and people see you live and they say, oh, okay, you talk that shit, and we got up here and we saw you, and you're wondering why you didn't sell a merch item. If you have merch out there, it's because you didn't take this shit serious enough. Fans spend money to come in and, they got their hard-earned money. You don't even know what it took for a fan to even get somebody to babysit little Fredo over there, or little Baby, little Ray Ray, so they can come hang out with your ass and have some drinks, which gonna cost them some more, and gas to get there, plus pay to get in that motherfucker and buy merch. So artists don't, the dudes that don't think about that shit are the ones that don't know how to make money at this shit, because it ain't really just about making money. It's about making real fans, man. It's like you gotta own a little bit of piece of people's brains.
Yeah,
some part of it.
You gotta connect with them.
You gotta connect with them. Have some real estate with people.
Well, your performance was great, man. You're seasoned like salt and pepper, man. You've been in the game a long time. You definitely know what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Man. That's one of my favorite things, man. To be honest, I've always loved doing it, man. My dad's passed away now, but one of the things he used to tell me when I was a kid, young kid, I like broke down 3 of the cribs as a baby. The cribs were just broke down because I was jumping around, and it's like. Then he got to see me, as a grown-ass man doing this shit. And he understood why I was doing it. Like, it all came to fruition. I was supposed to be, I'm in the energy I'm supposed to be.
Yes, sir. Hey, we was loving the energy.
Hey, Abby, what are you going to get?
I appreciate that. Hold on for a quick second. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. I'm going to get out of this real quick so I can finish this with you guys. I'm just walking in the shit, not even paying attention. I'm just outside. I'm in a different, not Chicago, more closer towards O'Hare Airport,
Oh,
which
okay.
is different part of Chicago, more of the I would say less grimy, faux show,
Less
faux
grimy.
show, less grimy. But elements of fuckery is everywhere. I don't give a fuck where you're at.
Chicago's big. Chicago's a big place. People think that it's just like they see one picture of it. It's huge. Like there's
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. The pictures painted when every time I tell people I live in Chicago, it's like, oh my God, Chicago. I'm like, fool, I used to live in LA too.
there's some beautiful places.
Colorado, like you get to be in the wrong shit no matter where you go.
Absolutely. I've traveled a lot, and I'll tell you what, there's a bad area in every one of these states.
Indianapolis is pretty bad.
Yeah, big. Are you guys in Indianapolis?
No, we're in Illinois right now.
You're in Illinois too. Okay, so you already know what time it is. Oh yeah, but Indianapolis, come on, man. Come on, man. The Nap Town is not playing. Terry Holden, they're not playing there at all. 0 degrees of playing around, bro. I know. Facts. But that's the thing about being able to tour and being. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I've been doing this for a long time. It's been great to be at the age I am and being able to do it the way I'm able to do it and move around and actually see everything and perform in a lot of different places. But I get to see a lot of shit that a lot of people have no clue how it functions. I'm like, oh, you thought that was bush? Nope. Go over there. And you'll see. Go over there.
Is how it went down?
I'm cool over here.
He sees the wizard behind the curtain.
Yes. Oh shit, man! Damn. Trying to catch a little. Okay, there we go.
So this was your first show, the I Love You to Death show. He puts these shows on every year. This is the second one. He's going to do another one next year. What would you tell people? What would you tell people to expect if they were to come to the next one?
Oh man, it's a good show. I mean, some of the people that was on it this year, I didn't know they was going to even be there. So big shout out to my boy Frodo, A6 family. So they came out from St. Louis to come out to the Alton to do that. So I know. I mean, you would think, oh yeah, it's close, but sometimes territories is territories. You know what I mean? Some people don't venture off like that. Especially when they don't know that they don't have a understanding of the area, which I can fully get. But for him to have some of those artists out there playing, I'm like, that means he's expanding, and people are like, oh, okay, let me come check it out. Because if they don't, you gotta be, if you're an artist, you gotta be crazy not to want to expand. I mean, your biggest haters is going to be right near you. So you want to go out and be everywhere else because they're just, when you go to other places, they don't know you, they don't expect shit, and then you kill it, and they're like, holy shit, then they're like, oh man, let me get involved with that. Let me see what this person's about. And when you try to do it at home, 9 times out of 10, bro, everybody trying to rap, they mad because you own and they not. And I went through it, man. I went through it a lot of times in California, brother. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna hold you. I always tell artists, bro, that's really trying to do it, just get out of your own section. You gotta do that.
That's the truth.
Definitely different. I was in Camp Pendleton for a while.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. You ain't lying. I've known Frodo for probably like 15 years. We used to do a lot of shows together, so it's on. But Frodo's cool, and A6 family, all them guys are pretty cool. They network a lot out here. We do cross platform shit.
That would be smart for them to do, man. It's like you guys are 4 hours down south from where we're at.
Yeah.
Why would you try to, But I can't speak to anybody else that get into this shit because I don't know what their agenda is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't try to get caught up into the street politics of shit because that's a whole different level of the thought process. But I'm in the music industry, and it's underground music industry. And we represent the underground. Me and my bro and our label, we represent the fabric of it. We don't like try to be, oh, we're above this or above that, dude. Without the fucking people who really are in the grassroots of this shit, it ain't gonna work out anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Shit said my space is low. I just got this message on my phone said my space is low. I didn't know. Did StreamYard take up your shit or something like that?
I don't know. I've never used. This is our first time. This is my first time using
It's
it.
your first time
He's-
using StreamYard? I mean, I've done many interviews on StreamYard. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but this is the first time it's ever gave me that kind of that kind of
Well, I
whatever
think we're not done
that kind of statement.
I asked you some questions. I think we had a pretty long interview.
Yes, sir.
It was. So I mean, we can get off here whenever you're ready, man. Whenever.
All right. Well, shit, man. I don't want to, fuck, like I want to give you a good thing, but also, I mean, I don't know what we covered. I don't remember what we covered at the show.
So
I know it wasn't that long.
What was the highlight of the show for you?
You know what? We drove all the way out there, seeing all the people that pulled up. I wasn't expecting that. The highlight of the show was knowing that we had a good time, man. I mean, sometimes you go pull up in a spot like that. That's a venue, VFW place type like that. They don't want to fuck with you too hard, especially if you do rap.
I know what you mean. And
they don't want to fuck with. They don't want to fuck with you. They're like, oh man, they just hoping they get their money, man. Get you the fuck up out of there, But what I do like is those people there. The owner there is. I happen to try to ingratiate myself with the owners when I'm in those scenarios, and don't talk to them like a rapper. I talk to them like I know they're business owners. Excuse me, it's been smoking too much. But I try to talk to them like business owners. It allows them to be a little bit more freer about things. And 9 times out of 10, they find out that I'm like the headliner or the artist. They're like, oh shit, I didn't expect that from you. They expect some diva shit, but that's not me. So that's always a good thing. And it always leads to good business later. I can call them and say, hey, I might want to do some, could we set something up, and bam, bam, and you keep it moving like that.
Yeah.
But it always starts with great conversation. You got to establish that. Can't be scared to say, hey, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Everybody had a good time that night. Everybody enjoyed themselves. And when I asked that question to all the other artists in the interview, they said the same thing. That was the highlight of the night, was getting to network and that they actually had fun, which right. Sometimes is hard to do at a show. It's hard to have fun sometimes when you're
right. I mean, think about it. Replicon Radio's there. There's our dog, man. But if you're an artist that's trying to get on, it's great to have somebody in the culture and in our culture that has a reach that you should ingratiate yourself with, because maybe you have a record that might make their playlist or make one of those, their end of the year type deals.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, they have a fan base themselves that listen to it, and maybe your record is entered in, and you never know who's gonna be listening, bro. Or I find people who listen to my records or verses that I have on other people's shits. It's like, oh shit, I discovered you from one of my homies' verses. Type shit.
Yeah.
So I think it's always good to have those kind of scenarios in the building, man, that you have, at least some kind of media there as well.
Yeah, I think we're building a pretty big community around here. The community is getting more tight knit.
Right.
Is where it used to be like everybody, because there's a lot of artists like you say, you never know what people's motives are in this, but you just find the people that motives align with your motives, and then you keep building that group until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And every time he does these shows, they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is only the second one, so the next.
Well, yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what he has to just stay true to what he's doing. Be cognizant of costs, expenses, and what he's getting out of it, and make sure you're booking the right artist that's helping this shit succeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's got, I got to book it at a time where nobody big is in town that same weekend. A lot of promoters make that mistake. They'll hire an artist, book a show, not knowing that the artist in that same field there's a bigger artist in that same field is playing in that same show in that same area in the same weekend,
And
they're sucking up all the money.
yeah, they're about to bleed everybody dry, and they're gonna be so broke they can't come to your show.
That's why you have to be super strategic about planning shows.
Absolutely, it's definitely, there's a strategy to it.
There is a strategy.
It's a business, and there's always a strategy to business.
Yes, sir. Well, shit, brothers. I hope you guys have a good one.
You too,
See
man.
you at the next one. You can always hit me up on IG, message me, say what's up. Anytime you want to talk, whoopty wop, just hit me up.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
man. Hey,
brother.
we'll try to get you on the podcast again sometime and see what you
Yes,
do.
sir. Yes, sir. We'll get it like a cool one going.
All
So
right.
we can, fully, I can give you some background and shit like that.
All right, cool. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Yes,
your
sir.
time, brother.
No doubt, man. You guys have a good weekend, man. I'll talk to you soon.
You too, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yep, Insane Poetry is cool, man. All the artists that performed on that show were super dope, like super super nice, friendly. Everybody talked to each other. Everybody was networking. Everybody watched each other's performance and shit. Everybody put on a great performance that night.
Mine was okay.
No, yours was good.
Well, while we're waiting, I'll actually play that for the crowd.
You're a good performer because you practice damn near fucking too much.
Yeah, it's a problem. Well, not really.
It's a problem with a solution. Because then you just go do good at shows. That's what makes you better at anything, not just performing or rapping or singing or just anything you do. You do it over and over and over and over and over. And then, then I'm hearing myself talk, so I can't remember what I was talking about.
Sometimes I just get the urge. What I crave is it the power of the silence, the lives that I take. Is it just to feel more alive? Is it the power of controlling the moment they die? Awake in the grave, feel a mistake if you're thinking you're safe. Throwing a flag in this interference and I'm taking your face. Since sky was the limit, I'm out of fuck, so I'm living in space. I'm hitting the pads, prepare for an impact, you better be braced. Fucking with me is a fatal decision, I'll leave it alive. Never judge or cover, I know the evil, the demons inside. Kill raise my sober level, always catching me high. Calling the feds and exasperations, only killing the vibe. Now light it up and give me buzz. Take a minute and smoke an infinity. I'm a demon with a gas that can help, cat burning at levels of touch and would even kill the beat. I'm making a murder, rapper and bodies are lit and matching the burgundy. Taking a minute to finish this beat, but I'm eating this shit up like it's Burger King. Go back to school and teach you a lesson and learn to play in the score. I'm counting our falls and I'm proving to others. Cleans up like a shit is so crazy. It's spoken to certainty. You hearing me now? I'm crying in the morning when counting you out. Know who you fucking with now or I'll figure it out. Kill it with his flesh and his teeth and I'll figure it out. Save you a spot in the yard, now you know I see you with the murderous gaze. These rappers are praying a game, the lion is coming, I'm catching the case. Is it the blood that I crave? Is it the power of the silence, the lives that I take? Is it just to feel more alive? Is it the power of control in the moment they die? Buried
alive. The truth that you hide, you fight to escape. I'm dragging you deeper, I'm evil, the reaper, you're sealing your fate. Bulletproof thoughts, I'm untouchable, running through cities with rage. My liver minutes, I'm villain relentless, I'm breaking the cage. With a pen like I'm stuck to the necks, I better cover your throat. Bend in my spit, heavy hitter, you slip and I'm sinking your boat. Cold war on the general, every decision I make is a kill. Bury the weak right next to the willow, I'm reading your will. Ready your mouth to be pleading and feeling the steel. Like you can run, now I'm hunting your soul's my trophy to take. Sounds the lands that I'm speaking, the fear is screaming that fucking sound that you make. Creeping at night on the shadow you see, but can't shake the thought of me out of your dreams. Step in the path and you vanish, erase you, not another trace to be seen. But in my hands I'm grim, throws the price of the fight. Writing my story in corner, the killer whose pen is his knife. Counting his sins in the dark, it verse the body I claim. Say I'm insane, I don't deny it. I'm living up to my name, the devil is trying. Killing the dreams without being alive. Can't unwarn the nights and destroy them with violence. I'm so fly, they call me the pilot. I'm so savage, they call me the riot. Feel so quiet, they thought I was tired. To shoot my shots, I'd be killing Goliath. Fire so cold, I'd be changing the climate. Hard to accept that the people that died. So big a surprise that these rappers ain't died yet. Within me, no one was born to fight. Eating fire and blazing the light. I just feel that we want to ride. Ride like a postcast to eat. Rappers are mortified destinations. Is it the blood that I crave? Is it the power of the silence? The lives that I take? Is it just to feel more alive? Is it the power of control in the moment they die? Why do I die? Can't escape me forever. Why do I die? Time's up.